Hey everyone, welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. Today, we're diving deep into a cruiser that's tiny in displacement but big on personality, the 2026 Yamaha V Star 250. Whether you're a new rider looking for your first ride, or a seasoned rider wanting something light and fun for commuting, this bike has a lot to offer. So, let's get into it. Let's kick things off with a quick look at what makes the V Star 250 special. This is a compact cruiser built to combine classic V-twin style with beginner-friendly ergonomics and efficient performance. It's not about raw power, it's about character, ease of use, and that unmistakable cruiser vibe in a very manageable package. Yamaha has managed to take a small 250 cubic centimeters bike and imbue it with real cruiser charm, something that makes you feel like you're riding a much bigger motorcycle without the intimidation factor. At the heart of the 2026 V Star 250 is a 249 cubic centimeters, air-cooled 60 degrees V-twin engine. The V-twin layout is a standout in this class. Many small cruisers go with parallel twins or even single cylinders, but Yamaha gives you that classic twin-pulse feel, low-end torque, and a signature rumble. That rumble is one of those little things that makes a rider smile every time you pull away from a stoplight. It feels like a bike with personality. The engine uses a 26mm Mikuni carburetor for fuel delivery, which helps maintain smooth throttle response and gives a traditional analog feel rather than complicated electronics. With a compression ratio of 10.0 to 1, the V Star 250 balances performance and reliability, ensuring it runs smoothly for years with minimal fuss. Power-wise, the V Star 250 doesn't blow minds, but that's kind of the point. It's tuned for usability, not racing. The long 66mm stroke helps produce plenty of bottom-end torque, making city rides, low-speed cruising, and beginner control comfortable. You'll find that in stop-and-go traffic or on a relaxed weekend ride, the bike never feels strained. It uses a 5-speed transmission with a multi-plate wet clutch, giving you flexibility across city streets and gentle highways. One smart feature is its automatic cam chain tensioner, which reduces maintenance and prolongs engine life, ideal for someone who doesn't want to fiddle with frequent valve adjustments. Fuel economy is one of the V Star's strongest suits. Yamaha estimates around 78 miles per gallon, US, which means you can go nearly 200 miles on a single tank of the 2.5-gallon fuel tank. That's a huge plus for commuting or weekend cruising without constant stops at the pump. You can essentially ride all weekend long without worrying about refueling. When it comes to speed, some sources suggest it can hit up to 85 mph under ideal conditions. However, because of its lightweight and small displacement, vibration starts creeping in if you push it too hard, so it's more comfortable around town or cruising at moderate highway speeds. For city dwellers or suburban riders, this speed is more than enough, and the bike feels nimble and responsive in tight corners. The V Star 250's frame is designed to feel stable but also easy to maneuver. It has a 58.7-inch wheelbase, creating a long, low profile that gives you both style and stability. Up front, there's a 33mm telescopic fork with about 5.5 inches of travel, and at the back, dual shocks with adjustable preload and 3.9 inches of travel. That combination gives a surprisingly plush ride for such a small cruiser, good for daily riding, mild bumps, and light cruising. Even over potholes or uneven pavement, the bike absorbs impacts well and keeps the ride smooth. Braking is handled by a 282mm hydraulic disc brake at the front, and a 130mm drum brake at the rear. The front disc offers strong, controllable stopping power, and while the rear drum might feel a little old school, it's reliable for the intended use of this bike. The bike is very light. Its wet weight, with fluids and a full tank, is around 324 pounds, about 147 kilograms, which makes it very approachable for riders of all sizes. Combined with a seat height of just 27 inches, 685 millimeters, even shorter riders can comfortably flatfoot at stops, boosting rider confidence. The geometry, a 32 degrees rake and 4.7-inch trail, leans into a traditional cruiser feel, not super aggressive, but very predictable and stable. This means that even new riders can feel safe and in control, which is crucial when learning to ride a cruiser. One of the V Star 250's biggest strengths is how it manages to look like a big bike in a small package. Yamaha has decked it out with chrome accents, dual chrome exhausts, wire-spoked wheels, and sculpted fenders, all of which scream classic cruiser. It's a bike that looks like it belongs in a Harley-Davidson showroom, even if the engine is only 250 cubic centimeters. The 2.5-gallon teardrop fuel tank adds to the vintage cruiser styling, and its shape also helps with rider ergonomics and a balanced silhouette. Forward-mounted foot pegs and custom-style handlebars give riders a laid-back, relaxed riding position, plenty of legroom, easy reach to bars, and a posture that's very cruiser-friendly. As for comfort, the seat is plush and stepped, giving a classic cruiser look and making it easy to sit with good stability. The wire-spoke wheels and retro fenders add to the bike's charm, giving it authenticity rather than feeling like a toy bike. The bike's uniqueness really shines in a few areas. The V-twin in a 250 cubic centimeters class is probably the biggest USP, the only V-twin in its category. That means you get the feel, sound, and character of a larger cruiser, but without the bulk. Its low seat height and lightweight frame make it beginner-friendly, while the excellent fuel efficiency of 78 miles per gallon ensures you can go far without worrying about fuel costs. Classic cruiser styling with chrome, dual exhausts, and retro features give it personality beyond just numbers. Low maintenance with the automatic cam chain tensioner and solid braking and handling make it reliable and approachable for everyday riding. In practical terms, this bike is ideal for commuting. Its lightweight, fuel economy, and comfortable ergonomics make it perfect for city rides, traffic, and short trips. For beginner riders, it's a great first cruiser, low seat height and manageable power build confidence. For weekend cruising, it's fun and relaxed, though highway trips may reveal some limitations in power and vibration. While the 2.5-gallon tank is small, the impressive fuel efficiency allows decent distances before refueling. You'll find that short weekend trips, scenic rides along back roads, or city commuting are all situations where this bike truly shines. Many riders praise the V Star 250 for being fun and light, dependable, and cost-effective. Riders on forums often highlight how approachable it is for new riders while still delivering that satisfying cruiser experience. Some cons include feeling underpowered for certain riders, the use of a carburetor instead of fuel injection, and the rear drum brake being less modern. High-speed stability on highways can also be a concern. Despite these minor drawbacks, the V Star 250 excels where it's designed to as a beginner-friendly, stylish, and efficient cruiser. The MSRP for the 2026 Yamaha V Star 250 is $4,799 in the US market. With destination charges, it can be slightly higher depending on the dealer. At this price point, it's very attractive for new riders or anyone wanting a compact, manageable cruiser with real V-twin character. In summary, the 2026 Yamaha V Star 250 is a beautifully balanced little cruiser. It brings a genuine V-twin engine in a lightweight, beginner-friendly frame. You get classic styling, great fuel economy, and surprisingly solid ride quality, all for an accessible price. Its uniqueness lies in blending character with practicality. While it may not be the powerhouse some riders dream of, it more than makes up for it with charm, efficiency, and cruiser soul. Whether you're a new rider or someone looking for a lightweight, fun cruiser for short trips, the V Star 250 hits the mark in almost every way. Thanks for tuning into Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. What do you think of the V Star 250? Would you ride it, or are you eyeing something bigger? Ride safe, and I'll see you in the next video.